Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Ashwini Kumar from International School of Business and Media, Pune. Today we are going to talk on module Contribution of Women in Light, Ghazal, Folk and Filmy under the paper Women Theatre and Fine Arts. This module explores the women contribution in folk music from different states of India. It also discusses the role of some famous women singers in India. After studying this module, you should be able to list the different forms of Indian folk music, elaborate on the history of women in folk music, explain the rise of Indian pop music, discuss the non-Indian music and dance music, identify some famous female playback singers of Bollywood. So now let's start. Light and folk music are so popular in many states of India. Light classical and semi-classical, Thumri, Dadra, Ghazal, Bhajan, Filmy, Chaiti, Kajri and Thapa Qawwali are a few forms of light music in India. Previous time singing was not accepted as prestigious job in our society and singing of women was almost not allowed. The singers like Begum Akhtar, Noor Jahan, Lata Mangeshkar struggle for their singing career and then they establish their name which is famous worldwide. In this module, we would come to know about this category of music. Maud Karples in his book, The Foundation of Folk Songs, writes, folk music is the product of a musical tradition that has been evolved through the process of transmission. The factors that shape the traditions are continuity, which links the present with the past, variation, which springs from the creative impulse of an individual or the group, selection by the community, which determines the form or forms in which the music survives. Thus, we can say a folk song is a traditional song that is typical of a particular community or nation. History of folk music. Since folk music lives in oral tradition, its history can be understood through a study of its relationship to other music. Many folk songs collected in oral tradition have been traced to literary sources, often of considerable antiquity. During the late 15th and 16th centuries, in Western world, the literate urban classes responded more favorably to folk music than their predecessors had in the medieval period. The use of folk music receded in the Burak period, that is around 1600 to 750 century. But the relationship of folk music to the art music became a topic of interest in the late 18th century. History of Indian folk music. Music has always been an important aspect in the lives of Indian people. India's rich cultural diversity has greatly contributed to various forms of folk music. Almost every region in India has its own folk music, which reflects the way of life. From the Pepi Bhangra of Punjab to Gabra of Gujarat to Bhavagite of Karnataka, the tradition of folk music in India is indeed great. Earliest records of Indian folk music are found in the Vedic literature, which dates back to 1500 BC. Some scholars and experts even suggest that the Indian folk music could be as old as the country itself. For instance, Pandavani, a folk music popular in most part of central India, is believed to be as old as the Hindu epic Mahabharata. For centuries, folk songs were extensively used for recreational purpose and to celebrate special events including weddings, birth of a child, festivals, etc. Folk songs were also used to pass on prominent information from one generation to another. This suggests that these songs could have played a major role before the arrival of paper in India. Indian folk music. If we talk about Indian folk music, let's start from Bihu of Assam. Bihu is the festival of New Year of Assam falling on mid-April. This is a festival of nature and Mother Earth, where the first day is for the cows and buffaloes. The second day is for the men. Bihu dances and songs accompanied by traditional drums and wind instruments are essential part of this festival. Bihu songs are energetic and with beats to welcome the festive spring. Assamese drum, pepa, gogona are major instruments used. The another form of Indian folk is Dandiya. Dandiya or Ras is a form of Gujarati culture dance that is performed with sticks. The present musical style is derived from the traditional musical accompaniment of the folk dance. It is practiced in the state of Gujarat. There is also another type of dance and music associated with Dandiya called Garba. Gana Sangeet. Gana Sangeet is another folk which is generally sung in chorus carrying some social message. The songs are usually about freedom, community strength, patriotism. Due to the British occupation in India, a lot of protest songs about anti-imperialism, pro-socialism have been written in India. Example, अपनी आज़ादी को हम हरगिज मिटा सकते नहीं, आज़ादी होई नी तोर, कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, वंदे मातरम, etc. The another Indian folk is Uttarakhandi music. Uttarakhandi folk music had its root in the lap of nature. The pure and blessed music have the feel and the touch of nature and subjects related to nature. The folk music primarily is related to the various festivals, religious traditions, folk stories, and simple life of people of Uttarakhand. Thus, the songs of Uttarakhand are a true reflection of the cultural heritage and the way people live their lives in the Himalayas. Musical instruments used in Uttarakhand are the dhol, dhamo, tori, ransinga, dholki, dhor, thali, bankura, and masak bhaja. Tabla and harmonium are also used, but to a lesser extent. The main languages are Kamoni and Garhwali. Lavani. Lavani comes from the word Lavanya, which means love. This is one of the most popular forms of dance and music that is practiced all over Maharashtra. It has in fact become a necessary part of Maharashtrian folk dance performances. Traditionally, the songs are sung by female artists, but male artists may occasionally sing Lavanis. The dance format associated with Lavani is known as Tamasa. Lavani is combination of traditional song and dance, which particularly performed to the enchantment beats of dholaki, a drum-like instrument. Dance performed by attractive women wearing 9-yard saris. They are sung in a quick tempo. The verb, the enthusiasm, and the rhythm, and above all very beat of Indian finds are expressive declaration amidst the folk music of India, which has somewhat redefined the term bliss. Lavani originated in the arid region of Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. Rajasthani folk music. Rajasthan has a very diverse culture collection of musician castes including Langas, Sapera, Bhopa, Jogi and Mangniyar. Rajasthan Dairy quotes it as a soulful, full-throated music with harmonious diversity. The melodies of Rajasthan come from a variety of instruments. The string variety includes the sarangi, ravanhatha, kamayacha, morsing, and iktara. Percussion instruments come in all shapes and sizes from the huge nagras and dhols to the tiny dambrus. The duff and chung are a favorite of holy revelers. Flute and bagpipers come in local flavors such as sehnai, pungi, algoza, tarpi, been, and bankia. Rajasthani music is derived from the combination of a string instrument, percussion instrument, and wind instrument accompanied by renditions of folk singers. It enjoys a respectable presence in Bollywood music as well. The biggest form of Indian popular music is filmy or songs from Indian films. It makes up to 72% of music sales in India. The film industry of India supported music by crossing reverence to classical music while utilizing the Western orchestration to support Indian melodies. Music composers like R.D. Varman, Shankar Jaikishan, S.D. Varman, Madan Mohan, Nausad Ali, Hemant Kumar, C. Ramachandra, Salil Chaudhary, Kalyanji Anandji, A.R. Rahman, Ilayya Raja, Jatin Lalit, Annu Malik, Nadeem Shravan, Harish Jayaraj, Himesh Reshammiya, Shankar Ehsaan Loy, Salim Suleiman, M.S. Viswanathan, K.V. Mahadevan, Ghansala, and S.D. Batiz employed the principle of harmony with retaining classical and folk flavor. Reputed names in the domain of Indian classical music like Ravi Shankar, Vilayat Khan, Ali Akbar Khan, and Ram Narayan have also composed music for films. Traditionally, in Indian films, the voice for the songs is not provided by the actors on the screen, but by the so-called playback singers. In the past, only a handful of singers provided the voice in Hindi films. These include K.J. Yesudas, Mohammad Rafi, Mukesh, Kishore, S.P. Balasubramaniam, T.M. Soundaranjan, Hemant Kumar, Manna Dey, P. Sushila, Asha Bhonsle, her sister Lata Mangeshkar, K.S. Chitra Geeta, S. Janaki Shamshed, Suraiya, Noor Jahan, and Suman Kalyanpur. Recent playback singers include Kumar Sanu, Udit Narayan, Alisa Chinai, San, Madhusri, Shreya Ghoshal, Nahira Joshi, Kavita Krishnamurthy, Hariharan, A.R. Rahman, Sonu Nigam, Sukhwinder, Kunal Ganjawala, Anu Malik, Sunidhi Chauhan, Anushka Manchanda, Raja Hassan, Alka Yagnik. Rock bands like Indiscreet, Indian Ocean, and Euphoria exist and have gained mass appeal with the advent of cable music television. Rajkumari Dubey, better known by her name Rajkumari, which was Indian playback singer who worked in Indian cinema of 1930s and 40s. Best known for her songs Sunbari Balam Sach Bol Re, In Bawre Nain, घबरेकर के जो हम सिर को टकराए, इन महल, and नजरिया की मारी, in Pakiza. She was born in Varanasi and joined the Hindi cinema at the age of 11 as a child actor in Radhe Shyam or Julmi Hans. Thereafter, she worked in theatre for few years before returning to films. Joining Prakash Pictures as actor and singer, she had much higher voice than the leading singer of time, Johra Bai Amblewali, Amir Bai Karnataki, and Shamsad Begum. In the next 2 decades, she sang for 100 films till early 1950s, when Lata Mangeshkar changed the scene. Indian folk music. Let's talk about Ravin Sangeet, a music of Bengal. Ravin Sangeet, also known as Tagore songs, are songs written and composed by Rabindranath Tagore. They have distinctive characteristics in the music of Bengal, popular in India, Bangladesh. Sangeet means music. Ravin Sangeet means music of Ravindra. Ravin Sangeet used Indian classical music and traditional folk music as sources. Tagore wrote some 2230 songs. Rabindranath Tagore was a towering figure in Indian music. Writing in Bengali, he created a library of over 2000 songs, now known by Bengalis as Ravindra Sangeet, whose form is primarily influenced by Hindustani classical, subclassicals, Carnatic, Western, Bals, Batiali, and different folk songs of India. Many singers in West Bengal and Bangladesh base their entire careers on the singing of Tagore musical masterpieces. The national anthem of India and national anthem of Bangladesh are Ravindra Sangeets. Let's talk about interaction with non-Indian music. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, rock and roll fusions with Indian music were well known throughout Europe and North America. In the late 1980s, Indian British artists fused Indian and Western traditions to make the Asian underground. Since the 1990s, Canadian-born musician Nadaka, who has spent more of his life in India, has been creating music that is an acoustic fusion of Indian classical music with Western styles. One such singer who has emerged the Bhakti Sangeet tradition of India with the Western non-Indian music is Krishna Das, and sells music records of his musical sadhana. Another example is Indo-Canadian musician Vandana Viswas, who has experimented with Western music in her 2013 album Monologues. Indian pop music. Indian pop music is based on an amalgamation of Indian folk and classical music and modern beats from different parts of the world. Pop music really started in the South Asian region with the famous playback singer Ahmad Rusudi's song Coco Corina in 1966, followed initially by Muhammad Rafi in the late 1960s and then by Kishore Kumar in the early 1970s. After that, much of Indian pop music comes from the Indian film industry, and until the 1990s, few singers like Usha Utthap, Sarun Prabhakar, and Pinaz Masani outside it were popular. Since then, pop singers in the latter group have included KK, Baba Sehgal, Alisa Chinay, Santanu Mukherjee, Shan, Sagarika, who made top-selling albums in that era. Recently, Indian pop has taken an interesting turn with the remixing of songs from the past Indian movie songs, new beats being added to them. Raga rock is rock or pop music with a heavy Indian influence, either in its construction, its timbre, or its use of instrumentation, such as the sitar and the tabla. Raga and other forms of classical Indian music began to influence many rock groups during the 1960s, most famously the Beatles. The first traces of Raga rock can be heard on the song such as See My Friends by Kings and The Yardbirds' Heart Full of Soul, released the previous month, featured a sitar-like riff by guitarist Jeff Beck. The Beatles song Norwegian Lord, The Bird Has Flown, which first appeared on the band's 1965 album Rubber Soul, was the first Western pop song to actually incorporate the sitar. The Birds' March 1966 single 8 Miles High and its B-side Why were also influential in originating the musical subgenre. Indeed, the term Raga rock was coined by the Birds, published in the press release for the single, and was first used in print by journalist Sally Campton in her review of 8 Miles High for the Village Voice. George Harrison's interest in Indian music popularized the genre in the mid-1960s with songs such as Love You Too, Tomorrow Never Knows, Within You Without You, and The Inner Life. The rock acts of the 60s both in turn influenced British and American groups and Indian acts to develop a later form of Indian rock. The rock music scene in India is small compared to the filmy or fusion musicality scenes, but as of recent year has come into its own, achieving a cult status of sorts. Rock music in India has its origins in 1960s when international stars such as the Beatles visited India and brought their music within them. These artists' collaboration with the Indian musicians such as Ravi Shankar and Zakir Hussain have led to the development of Raga rock. International shortwave radio stations such as the Voice of America, BBC, and Radio Ceylon played a major part in bringing Western pop, folk, and rock music in the masses. International shortwave radio stations such as the Voice of America, BBC, and Radio Ceylon played a major part in bringing Western pop, folk, and rock music to the masses. You can hear some of the songs that were heard over this station during the 1960s here. However, Indian rock bands began to gain prominence only much later around the late 1980s. Indian dance music, hip hop. Hip hop music in India had started at around 1990 and Baba Sehgal is credited as India's first rapper. Hip hop music became all the more famous with the song Pittai Rap from the Tamil movie Kandalan starring Prabhu Deva. Rap hip hop was often used in the regional movies. Honey Singh is the most popular hip hop artist in India. His album International Villager made over $1 million, making it the biggest grossing Punjabi album of all time. He also started producing music in Bollywood and became the highest paid singer in India. Indian based Biju Gangadharan, also known as father of Sanskrit rock, introduced rock music with Sanskrit lyrics by many young musicians from the late musician. Canadian based hip hop artist Isaac Victor became a success after the release of his super hit single I Hip Hopper. Malaysian based Yogi B and Nachatra brought in the culture of Tamil rap in India, a style further explored by Ruben King, particularly in the song Kadal. There are about 2000 rappers in India, rapping in different languages like Punjabi, Hindi, Bhojpuri, etc., and most of them aiming for Bollywood. Now let's talk about some famous Bollywood female singers. Indian playback singers are one of the main vein of Bollywood industry. These female singers such as Lata Mangeshkar, Asa Bhosle, Anuradha Paudwal and Sadhna Sargam have taken the Bollywood to the world. Lata Mangeshkar, the best and most respected playback female singer of India. Lata Mangeshkar has recorded songs in almost all the regional languages. Lata Mangeshkar is awarded by India's highest civilian honor Bharat Ratna. She is also featured as one of the most recording in the Guinness Book of World Records. Asa Bhosle. The legendary singer Asa Bhosle is well known for its voice range in playback singing in Hindi cinema. Asa Bhosle has sung thousands of Bollywood songs along with her private albums and recognized as the most recorded artist in the world. Kavita Krishnamurti, the classical music singer of South. Kavita Krishnamurti is one of the best Indian playback singers. She was the leading female playback singer of 1990s and got a famous song Tumse Milkar Na Jaane Kyun and Hawa Hawai. She is also recipient of Padma Shri and Filmfare Best Female Playback Award. Alka Yagnik, the best known singer of Bollywood industry and National Film Award winner. Alka Yagnik was an Indian classical music singer and singing bhajans for All India Radio. Her first song in Bollywood was from blockbuster Mere Angane Mein from Lawaris. Alka Yagnik has won so many Indian music awards for Best Female Playback Singer. Shreya Ghoshal, the leading playback singer of Bollywood. Shreya Ghoshal got her in the Bollywood industry by winning the Saregama contest and got a breakthrough in Devdas. The beautiful female singer got award for Best Female Playback Singer, and Ted Strickland declared June 26 as Shreya Ghoshal's Day. Sunidhi Chauhan. Sunidhi Chauhan is female playback singer of Bollywood and well known for unique style of songs. She has also recorded songs in different Indian languages like Bengali, Bhojpuri, Assamese, Punjabi, Marathi and Kannada. Delhi girl Sunidhi came from singing contest Meri Awaaz Suno and breakthrough from hit song Ruki Ruki. So students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. We can say a folk song is a traditional song that is typical of a particular community or nation. India's rich cultural diversity has greatly contributed to various forms of folk music. Light classical and semi-classical like Thumri, Dadra, Ghazal, Bhajan, Filmi, Chaiti, Kajri and Thapa Kawali are a few forms of light music in India. Almost every region in India has its own folk music, which reflects the way of life. The biggest form of Indian popular music is filmi or songs from Indian films. Indian pop music is based on the amalgamation of Indian folk and classical music and modern beats from different parts of the world. Recently, Indian pop has taken an interesting turn with the remixing of songs from the past Indian movies. Raga song is rock or pop music with a heavy Indian influence, either in its construction, its timbre, or its use of instrumentation such as sitar and tabla. Indian playback singers are one of the main vein of Bollywood industry. Indian playback women singers are one of the main vein of Bollywood industry. These female singers such as Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, Anuradha Paudwal and Sadhna Sargam have taken the Bollywood to the world. Thank you.